Hello everyone. So the biggest US India trade deal just got announced, but there is one problem which actually might not exist. So let's break down this deal in detail. So on February 3rd, Donald Trump announced a trade deal with India. Here's what Trump said. First, US tariff on Indian goods dropped from 50% to 18%. Previously, as you know that India faced a 25% reciprocal tariff plus an additional 25% penalty for buying Russian oil. That's now gone down to 18% effective immediately. Second, Trump claims India agreed to stop buying Russian oil and will instead buy from United States and possibly Venezuela. Now he says this help end the Ukraine war. Third, India will purchase $500 billion worth of American products, mainly in energy, technology, and agriculture sectors. Fourth, India will reduce its tariff on US goods to zero and remove all the non-tariff barriers. That's Trump version. Now here's what Prime Minister Narendra Modi actually confirmed. He acknowledged the 18% tariff rate on Indian products and thanked Trump for announcement. He called it a step towards stability in bilateral ties. What he did not mention is Russian oil commitments, the $500 billion purchase figure, or reducing India tariffs to zero. That gap matter because there is no signed agreement yet. This entire deal exists only in social media posts, no legal text, no official document, and no implementation timeline. And the critical sectors are completely missing. If you know that agriculture has been a major sticking point in US-India trade talks for years, not mentioned. Service, where India wants access for IT workers, are also not mentioned. H1 visas, which Trump just raised fees to $1 lakh, are also not addressed. Indian experts have mixed opinion. Some call it confidence building after months of tension, while others says it's a bad deal where India give up more than it gets, stopping Russian oil purchase while getting only 18% tariff instead of zero. But here's the context that matter, and you need to understand that this came after India signed a massive free trade agreement with the European Union. 2 billion people, 25% of global GDP. Canada also signed a deal with China. The United Kingdom visited Beijing. Trump's tariff threat were pushing US allies towards other partner. So this announcement might be a damage control, a signal that the US-India relationship is not collapsing despite Trump's tariff. But without actual text, implementation timeline, or details on agriculture and service sector, it's hard to call this a real deal. If you compare all this tariff rate with the other regional countries, so Pakistan gets 19%, Vietnam and Bangladesh get 20%, India now only the country which have lesser tariff rates, which is 18%, the best rate in the region. That's something, but it's not zero. And it's nowhere near the comprehensive trade agreement India was hoping for. India has already started reducing Russian oil purchase. If you know that, state refineries signed the first long-term US LPG deal for 2.2 million tons in 2026. So this might be a true story, but let's see, because this is in developing stories, a confident building measure. It's not a comprehensive trade deal because major sectors like agriculture, service, and Russian oil specifics, visas related issues all are unclear. Trump got a headline and PM Modi got a tariff relief. Whether this turns into a real agreement depends on what happens in the next few months when they actually have to sign something legally binding. For now, it's an announcement, not a deal, and the details will decide if it's real or just a political theater. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button and follow for more breakdowns on the stories shaping global trade and geopolitics. Share this with someone who needs to understand what's really happening between United States and India.